My dear student, how are you today? I hope that you are all well at your house, and I hope that you are doing your work regularly. That is, you are the student. So the main object of your life should acquire knowledge, and to acquire knowledge, you should read books. Our government has given you the books to read it, but it is very sorrowful time that we are passing a serious time in COVID-19. The serious disease has captured us so much. So for this, our school is closed. I hope that our school will be open soon. My student, now I am giving you a class from class 9 English for today, and from this book I am giving you the topic, the tale of homecoming. That is lesson 2 in unit 1. The tale of homecoming, the tale of homecoming. My student, you know that the great leader of Bangladesh, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, has done so much for the distressed people of Bangladesh. He organized a great team. That is, the great organization had been made by him to make the independence of our country. And he was the man who dedicated his whole life for the distressed people of Bangladesh. My student, I am giving you the lesson about that great person. My student, you are seeing a picture of our great leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. This is the picture who had done so much for the independence of our country. My dear student, I am giving the lesson about him. That is the homecoming, the tale of homecoming of our great leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. My student, you find out your books English for today, class 9, page number 5. Find out page number 5. My student, you see here they are listening to the tale of homecoming. The tale of homecoming. My student, you are seeing a picture here. You are seeing a picture here. I shall at first discuss about the picture. My student, in the stage A, you are finding some question here. You see the question and give the answer of the question seeing the picture, my dear student. Then, number 1, what do you see in the picture? My dear student, what do you see in the picture? I hope that you are seeing the people here. Some people here are great leader Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was at the stage, and there some eminent person at side of him, my student. Now, my student, second number question, who do you identify in the picture? My student, here we can identify the great leader of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman standing at the stage. My student, do you find any connection between the picture and the title of the lesson? My student, yes, there is a great connection. The title of this topic, the title of this lesson, and our great leader Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, that is this title of the topics and the picture of the topics is so much related, my student. Now, my student, I shall discuss you some difficult words. You listen to me very carefully, my student. Here, my student, you find out page number 6, stage B. Find out page number 6, stage B. Here you see the some B stage. Here writing about the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. My student, I shall discuss at first word immediately. At first word immediately. Immediately, tatkhonat. In Bengali meaning tatkhonat. Suddenly. Tatkhonat, my student. And there is independence. Here, independence in Bengali meaning Shadinata. Bengali meaning Shadinata. And that is English synonym is freedom, my student. এখন, my student, you are seeing another words that is captive. That is captive. Here, captive means prisoner. Captive means in English prisoner and in Bengali meaning bondi. My student, here another words imprisoned. Imprisoned means to get him as a prisoner. That is imprisoned. My student, another word is breathlessly. Here breathlessly. Breathless in Bengali meaning breath, শ্বাস প্রশ্বাস। এর শ্বাস প্রশ্বাস যেন বন্ধ হওয়ার উপক্রম। Here and witness to see, that my student. Another word narrated. Here narrated means বর্ণনা করা। Narrate means বর্ণনা করা। Describe. My student, here another word is public, general public. সাধারণ জনগণ, general public, সাধারণ জনগণ. Here bulletins, news bulletins. Here bulletin means the news giving one by one. That is bulletin, my dear student. Here conversation. Another word is conversation. Conversation means কথোপকথন করা. In Bengali meaning কথোপকথন করা. To talk with each other, my dear student. Here another word is immense pleasure. That is there is no end of pleasure. No end of pleasure. এখানে অনেক আনন্দিত হওয়া, বহু আনন্দিত হওয়া, immense pleasure. My student, another word is expressed. Expressed means here declared. Expressed means declared. Another word is crowded. Crowded means bhid in Bengali meaning bhid. That is huge men gather together. That is crowded. My student. Here acid. Another word is acid. Acid means in Bengali meaning অর্জন করা. Acid Bengali meaning অর্জন করা. To get. That is to gain, অর্জন করা. Here another is community. Here community means in Bengali meaning সম্প্রদায়. Community Bengali meaning সম্প্রদায়. Here another is crimes. Crimes mean দুর্নীতি করা. Crimes means in Bengali meaning দুর্নীতি করা. Corruption. My student, I have finished the explaining the difficult words, my student. Now, my student, I shall read the passage to you and I shall explain it again to you, my student. Then I shall ask you some questions. My student, here find out the page number 6, my student. Here you see stage B. I shall read the topics and you will listen to me very carefully. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested by the Pakistani army
immediately after his declaration of independence at the first hour of the 26th March 1971. He was taken to Pakistan as a captive and imprisoned there in a small cell of capital punishment until 7th January 1972. Even a grave was dug in front of his cell, but Mujib was fearless. He knew nothing would stop the Bengalis to gain independence. In fact, his name and independence became synonymous. So the whole world was awaiting breathlessly to witness his homecoming. And he had a grand homecoming indeed, narrated by eminent columnist and writer Syed Badrul Hasan. An abridged version of that narration is presented below. In the evening of 7th January 1972, Bangabandhu left Saklala Airport in Rawalpindi, from where he would fly to London. 9 months earlier, he was brought to Pakistan as a prisoner with little hope of return. And now he was free to go home. Pakistan, as soon as the Pia aircraft took off, was finally behind him. Early in the morning on 8 January 1972, Bangabandhu arrived at Heathrow Airport. News of Bangabandhu's arrival in London spread quickly. Journalists, the general public, British officials and politicians and Bengali residents in the city made their way to Hotel Claridge's. News bulletins on the BBC and other media organizations made note of Bangabandhu's arrival in their headlines. By early afternoon, the father of the nation had met the British Prime Minister Edward Heath and leader of the opposition Harold Wilson. Then he called Dhaka and for the first time since his arrest by the Pakistan Army in March, spoke to his family. A long conversation then followed with Prime Minister Tajuddin Ahmed. The conversation with his family and with Tajuddin were emotional affairs, but he now had a clear picture of all that had happened in his absence in Bangladesh. It gave him immense pleasure knowing that he had truly liberated his people. Bangabandhu's opening words at a crowded news conference that evening at Claridge's was a touch poetic. He expressed the unbound joy of freedom achieved by his people in an epic liberation struggle. Bangladesh, he told the crowd, was a reality and would fulfill its obligation as part of his international community. He made it clear that those who were involved in different types of crimes, including genocide, would be tried by his government. My friend, I have finished the reading the stage B. You have learned so much from these topics, my dear students. My students, here the summary that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman arrested by the Pakistani army when he declared the independence of Bangladesh in 26 March. Then he was sent to the Pakistan cell and a grave was dug in front of the cell. But our great leader was careless at that time. He told that this country will take its independence. My students, here this is the summary of this passage. My student, now I shall ask you some questions and you will guess the question and you will try to give the answer at sitting at your reading room. My student, there is a online class and I am giving the class from the one room from our Goga Kalani Secondary School, and you are seeing this online class sitting in your reading room, my dear student. Now, my student, I shall ask you some question and guess the meaning and try to answer of that question, my dear student. When our great leader Bangabandhu was arrested, when did our great leader Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman were arrested? My student, here the answer is that 26 March 1971. 26 March 1971. How long he was imprisoned there, my student? How long he was imprisoned there, my student? My student, he was imprisoned there until 7 January 1972, my student. My student, here another question is that what is the name of journalist who write the column as a journalist? What is that man is? Here answer is Syed Badrul Ahsan, my student. My student, when he arrived at the Heathrow airport in 8 January 1972. Answer is 8 January 1972. Who give the bulletins, my dear students? Here, BBC and other media organizations give the bulletin about the homecoming of our great leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. How was the position of giving the declaration of our Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman? That is poetic. That is poetic declaration, poetic conversation. My dear students, this I have read the passage and I have explained some difficult words, and my student, I read the topics B to you. I hope that you got some central idea of these topics, my student. My student, I have asked you some question about this passage. Now, my student, you read the books, you read this topic at your home, and when you don't understand any words, you will find the dictionary and guess the meaning of that difficult words, my student. My student, if you learn, you can understand. If you don't learn, if you don't read book, you don't understand, my student. You don't waste your time sitting at your home. My student, it is a gap time of class, but you shouldn't pass your time idly, my student. You should make a routine at your house, and routinely you read the books, my student. Now, my student, there is I finish this topic here, my student. Thank you so much.